Hi folks, hope everybody's okay. Good to be with you. You can get me on Facebook, you can get me on Twitter, and you can get me on my website jasonburrspreacher.com, Amazon, Patreon, etc. and PayPal. I'm just going to make some notes from this article, Answering Islam. Was Jesus' mission universal in scope, by Sam Shamoun. And we're just going to look at the issue, what did Jesus come just for Israel, or was the gospel for everybody? Because Muslims and Hebrew Israelites say no, the gospel was just for the Hebrews. So we need to clarify. Now, the argument that Muslims and Hebrew Israelites use are these. In Matthew 10:5-6, these 12 Jesus went out with the following instructions: do not go among the Gentiles or enter into any town of the Samaritans, go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. And then it says in Matthew 15:21-24, leaving the place, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Canaanite woman from the vicinity came to him, saying, Lord, Son of David, have mercy on me. My daughter is demon-possessed and suffering terribly. And Jesus did not answer a word. So his disciples came to him and urged him, send her away, for she keeps crying out after us. And he answered, I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel. Matthew 15:21-24. So they use these arguments and say, look, Jesus came just for the Jewish people. Now, when the Lord was talking to the lady, the Canaanite lady, and he says, I've only come for the lost sheep of Israel, he was testing her faith. That's important. He was just testing her faith. But now look at Matthew 10:16-20. I am sending you out like a sheep among wolves. Therefore be as shrewd as snakes and innocent as doves. Be on your guard. You will be handed over to the local councils and flogged as in synagogue. On my account you will be brought before governors and kings as a witness to them and to the Gentiles. But when they arrest you, do not worry about it. So there in Matthew 10:16-10, they're to be witnesses to the Gentiles. The principle is to the Jew first and then the Gentile. So the gospel is for the Gentiles. Matthew 28:18-20. Then Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them at the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So baptizing and bringing people to Christ to all nations. So that is a universal gospel call. And he said to them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized and be saved, but whoever does not, he said to them, this is what I told you, I was with you. Everything must be fulfilled that is written. Sorry, He said to them, go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized and be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned. Mark 16:15-16. Mark 16 verses 15-16. So that's a universal declaration. Matthew 24:14. And the gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and the end will come. Matthew 24:14. We again find in Mark's gospel, you must be on your guard. You will be handed over to local councils and flogged in the synagogues. On account of me, you will stand before governors and kings as a witness to them, and the gospel must first be preached to all nations, wherever you are arrested and brought to trial, etc. Mark 13:9-11. Mark 14:9. Truly I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the whole world, that she has done will also be told in memory of her. Matthew 12:15-21. In his name the nations will put their hope. Isaiah 49:1 to 6 says, a light for the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach to the ends of the earth. Luke 25, chapter 2, verse 25 to 32, he said, in the sight of all nations, a light for revelation to the Gentiles. So we see that the gospel is not just for the Jews, but for all people. And the Hebrew Israelites and the Muslims are understanding the Bible in a wrong way. Luke 24, 44, 47, to all nations beginning at Jerusalem. Acts chapter 1, verse 7 to 8, and to the ends of the earth. Romans 1:16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God for salvation to everyone who believes, to the Jew first and to the Greeks. Revelation 5:9-10, and they sang a new song, worthy are you to take the book and to break its seals, for you were slain and purchased for God with your blood, men. For every tribe and tongue and people and nation, you have made them to be a kingdom and priests to God, and they will reign upon the earth. Revelation 5:9-10. So what did Muhammad taught? Ironically, even Muhammad said to have confirmed the universal scope of Jesus. He said, so it will be, your Lord said, that is easy for me, Allah, and we wish to appoint him a sign to mankind and a mercy from us, Allah, and it is a matter steady decreed by Allah, Surah 19:21. So there in the Quran it even says that Jesus had a universal mission, not only to the Jews but to the Gentiles. So you can get hold of the article by Sam Simon on Answering Islam, Was Jesus' Mission Universal in Scope? And that will really help you in counteracting this argument that Muslims and Hebrew Israelites make, that Jesus only came for the Jewish people. God bless you.